Assalamu alaikum. Today my video is about factorization. So in this video I will explain you three types of factorization. So two terms factorization, three terms factorization and four terms factorization. First of all, this is very important to know about the difference between expand and factorization. So in expand actually we have to remove the brackets, and in factorization we have to introduce the brackets. So like you know that there are two identities of expandation. A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. You can see this is expandation question, and the other identity is also of expandation. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. These two identities are of expandation. As you can see that we are expanding here and we removed the brackets. So in factorization there is one more identity, a square minus b square. So you can see that this is without brackets, so you have to introduce brackets here, like a plus b into a minus b. So there is a difference between these three identities. A plus b whole square and a minus b whole square are the identities of expandation, and a square minus b square is the identity of factorization. So first of all we will discuss two terms factorization. In factorization always your answer will be in brackets form. Like in factorization your answer will be in the form of two brackets. So let's start. Question number 1 is mm, 3x square. If the question is 3x square minus 12xy. So this is the question of two terms. There are two terms in this question. So first of all I will tell you the method. What is the method of two terms factorization? So first step, is take common if possible, and second step is you have to use the formula of a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b. Okay, so these are the two steps of two terms factorization. So how we will solve these type of questions? So first of all we have to check is there any number or any term common in this question. So yes, 3x is common here. 3x is common here, and what is left inside? X minus 3 4 the 12 4y is left inside. So this is our answer. So let's do next question. Question number 2, example number 2 is like if the question is 7k square minus 15k. So again first of all we have to check is there any number common. So yes, here k is common, just k is common, and inside 7k minus 15 is left. So that is our answer, example number 3. If the question is 21a square plus 28ab, how we will solve it? So what is the common? So here 7a is common and 3a plus 7 4 the 28b. This is the answer of this question. Okay, so let's do the next example. If your question is 1 minus 16x square, 1 minus 16x square. So as you can see that there is nothing common in this question. So what we will do, we will go on second step. Second step is that we have to check whether we can use a square minus b square identity. So yes, how we have to use that identity? We have to check that if both numbers are square numbers or not. Yes, 1 is also a square number and 16 is also a square number. Both numbers are square numbers and in between there should be minus sign. If both numbers are square numbers and in between there is minus sign, so in this case you can use easily that identity. So what we will do, and first step is you have to make you have to write the terms in bracket. Like 1 is always the square number of 1, you will write it like that, and 16x square is the square of 4x. So this is very important step to write. Don't skip that step, otherwise you can do this question wrong. So always do this bracket step whenever you are going to use the identity a square minus b square. So 1 square, like 1 is the square of 1 and 16x square is the square of 4x square. So what is the next step? 1 is a and 4x is your b. So this is your a and this is your b. So now you will write a plus b and a minus b. So this will be your answer. So again I am telling you, this is very important to write the steps. First step, that is in bracket. After that you have to open that bracket, open that formula, you can say. If you will not do step, some students can do this question wrong, like they will consider 1 as a and 16x square as b. So in this way you can do your question wrong if you will not do that step. Okay, so question number 5, 20x square minus 45 y square. So first of all we have to check, is there any number common? So yes, there is something common. 5 is common here, and 5 4 the 20, 4x square is left inside, minus 5 9 the 45, 5 9 y square is left inside. So now what we have to do, now you can see that in this question both steps can be used. Both steps are using here. We took 5 common here, and now we can see that we can also use the formula here, because both numbers are square numbers and there is minus sign in between. So 5 will be left as it is and we will do that bracket steps. So 4x is the square of 2x and 9y square is the square of 3y. So what we will do here, after that we will open that 5 and a plus b and a minus b. So this is the way how you have to solve these type of questions. Mostly these students comes for, you can say, 2 marks, and these above students question number 1 2 and 3 comes for, you can say, of 1 marks. Question number 4 and 5 types questions comes for 2 marks. So okay, question number 5 is done. Let's do 1 or 2 more question. Like if question number 6, question number 6, let's, okay, 3x square minus 48 y square. Okay, so how we will use, first of all we have to check that is there any number common. So yes, 3 is common here, so we will take common 3. X square minus 16 y square is left inside. After that you can see that both numbers are square numbers and there is minus in between, so you can easily use that identity. So 3 you will write as it is, and x is the square of x, and 16y square is the square of 4y square, like that. After that 3 a plus b and a minus b. So this is the way that you have to solve these type of questions like that. Okay, so I think two terms questions are done. These are enough questions to understand two terms factorization. So now I will start three terms factorization. I will explain you three terms factorization. Three terms factorization. Three terms. Okay. So okay, question number 1 of three terms factorization is like how you have to solve three terms factorization questions. We will use midterm breaking method. We will use here middle term breaking method. Question number 1 is 6x square minus plus 7x minus 20. So what is middle term breaking method? So here what we have to do, we will first of all we will take the coefficient of x square. We will take the coefficient of x square, that is 6, and we will take the last term 6 and the last term, so that is 6 and 20. We will multiply first and last term, coefficient of x square and last term will be multiplied. We will get the value 120. We will write it on one side. So 120 is the number for which you have to find the factors. Like first of all you can write all factors of 120 and you have to select the factors that by adding or subtracting those factors you will get 7, that is midterm. So this is the method of midterm breaking. So here I can see that you have to use all the factors. You can write all the factors in your rough side. So 260 the 120, you have to check that by adding or subtracting can we get 7. So no, for this factor we are not getting 7 by adding or subtracting these two terms. Like 123 in the table of 3, 340 is a 120, so we are not getting 7 by adding or subtracting these two terms. We are not getting 7 by adding or subtracting these two terms. Now 6, 4 into 30. Okay, so you have to write all the terms. 6 into 1 12, 6 into 20. So 4 into 30. So we have to decide the factors that by adding or subtracting we will get 7. So let's decide which two terms we will get. So 8 into 15 is equal to 120. So 15 into 8 or 8 is equal to 8 multiplied by 15 is equal to 120. So we can see by subtracting 15 and 8, 15 minus 8, we are getting 7. So these are our final factors. You can see that by subtracting these factors, we are getting 7. Okay, so now what we will do, 15 minus 8 is 7, so you will write these factors as it is. How we will write it in the next step? First term will remain as it is. First term will remain as it is. In place of 7x we will write plus 15x and minus 8x, and last term will remain as it is. First and last term will remain as it is. In place of midterm we will write the factors that we have decided, like 15 minus 8 is 7, so we will write 15x minus 8x. Same variable you will use with both terms. So this is your first step. After that you will make a group. You will make a group of first two terms and second group is of next two terms. So you will take common from first two terms and also you will take common from next two terms. So what is common from first two terms? I think 3x is common from first two terms. So 3 2 are 6, 2x plus 5 is left here, minus same sign you have to use here. So there is minus here, so you will use that same sign. And now 4 is common here, 4 2 are 8x. Okay, so this is very important thing that I am going to tell you. If you are taking that negative sign common here, so because of this sign your this next sign will be changed, like it will become positive here, like you will write it plus 20. So please keep it in your mind, if you are taking negative common with any number, so the sign that will be in next bracket will be changed. Sorry, it will be 5. Okay, so here you can check, you can self check your question, like your two brackets should always be same. Your two brackets should be same with signs and with terms. So you can see here that both brackets are exactly same. It means we are doing our question right. So 2x plus 5 is in two brackets. So what you will do, you will write these two brackets once. 2x plus 5 will be written once, and 3x minus 4, that is outside the brackets, that will be written in one bracket, like that. So we will combine those values that are outside the bracket, 3x minus 4, and we will write in one bracket. So I hope this question is clear to all of you. Okay, so second type of three terms factorization is x square minus x minus 132. If this is a question, then how we have to solve the question? 132. So coefficient of x square is 1, and 1 and 132 will be multiplied, so it will be 132. So what we will do, we will find the factors of 132. You can write all the factors and then you can choose. Otherwise it's up to you. If you know the factors that these are the factors, you can know the factors and you can think mentally. So just you can go for that method as well. Like 132, factors of 132 are 11 into 12. 11 into 12 is equal to 132. If I will subtract them, so 12 minus 11 we will get 1. So these are the factors that we will use in this question. So what I will do, one thing I want to tell you that one very important thing I want to tell you, that if your middle term is negative, so what you will do here, your selected factors signs will be changed. You will flip all the signs of your selected factors, like you have selected 12 minus 11. So if you have negative term in between, middle term is your negative, so you will flip the signs of those factors, like 12 is positive, it will become negative, and 11 is negative, it will become positive, and the sign of 1 will automatically be changed, so you will get negative 11. So this is the way, if your middle term is negative, this is the way how you will choose the signs of those factors. So in previous question, as you can see that we have selected 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. So our middle term was already positive, so we just selected as it is, we just selected the signs as it is. But in this question you can see our middle term is negative, so the factors we have selected, we will flip their signs. If your middle term is negative, just keep it in your mind. So okay, so x square, first term as it is, in place of midterm we will write minus 12x plus 11x minus 132. So from first two terms, what is the common number? X is common, x minus 12 is inside, plus 11 is common, x minus 11 12 the 132 that is left inside. You can check here, our both brackets are same, exactly same with the sign as well. So x minus 12 will be written in one bracket, x plus 11 will be combined and will be written in one bracket. So I hope you are clear with this question as well. Example number 3, x square minus 12x plus 20. So 20 will be multiplied with 1 and 21 the 20. 20 is the number for which we will find the factors. So by adding or subtracting those factors, we should get 12. So how we will think factors mentally? Like 10 into 2 is 20, and by adding 10 and 2 I will get 12. So these are the selected factors that we will use in this question. So again, these are the selected factors. Now what you have to check now, what is the next step? You have to check that whether your middle term is negative or positive. So it is negative. So what is the rule I told you, that both signs will be flipped, minus 10, minus 2, and it will become minus 12. So now what you will do, x square as it is, in place of minus 12x you will write minus 10x minus 2x plus 20. After that you will take common from first two terms, x minus 10 minus 2 x, as we took negative sign common. So as I told you the rule, that if you will take negative sign common, your inside sign will be changed. It will become negative and it will be written as it is, x minus 10 in one bracket, x minus 2 in other bracket. So that's it. So now we will solve 4 terms questions, 4 terms factorization questions. Four terms. Okay, question number 1. If the question is 3x plus 8y minus 6ax minus 16ay, these are 4 terms. So what we will do, if you have 4 terms, you have to make group and take common. What is the, you can say, method of these 4 terms factorization? Make groups and take common. This is the method of 4 terms factorization. Like we will take a group of first 2 terms and we will take a group of next 2 terms, as we have done in previous 3 terms questions. So what is common in first 2 terms? I cannot see any number common from first two terms, so I will take one common. 3x plus 8y will be left as it is, and here you can see this is negative sign, so you will take same sign, negative, and 2 2a is common. So what is left inside? 2 3s are 6, 3x, and inside sign will be changed because of this sign, as this is negative. So plus 8y is left inside. So we can check here that our both brackets are exactly same with sign. So 3x plus 8y. If your signs are not matching here in this step, and or you can say factors are not same or signs are not same, then you have to check your question again. There can be any mistake in your question. So 1 minus 2a will be combined and it will be written in one bracket. So this is the way how you will solve 4 terms factorization questions. One more example of 4 terms factorization. 18y minus 3ay plus 12x minus 2ax. So what is common to make group? First two and second two terms group. What is common from first two terms? 3y is common and 6 minus a is left inside. Same sign you have to use here. So plus sign will be used and 2x is common. So 6 minus, here you will not change that sign because you have taken positive sign common. So 6 minus 2x is common, a is left inside. So you can see our both brackets are exactly same with sign. So 6 minus a will be written in one bracket, 3y plus 2x will be written in other bracket. So it doesn't matter that you are writing this bracket first or this bracket first. It's up to you. With both methods, you can say with both ways your answer will be correct. Okay. Okay, so now I will tell you one more important thing, that what is the difference between factorization and solve. If your question comes of factorize and other question is of solve, so what is the difference between these two, you can say, terms? Okay, in factorization your answer will be in the form of these two brackets as I told you, and in solve you have to find the values of the term that is involved in your question. Like if x is involved in your question, you have to find the values, two values of x from this that question. So okay, one more thing I want to tell you, in factorize, as I told you that your answer should be in two brackets. So what's about these two questions? So we can see that this question carries just one bracket. So actually that 7 is 7a is also a bracket and k is also a bracket, but we will not write bracket with these terms because these terms are single. So this was an important thing that I wanted to tell you. Okay, let's come on the question again. So difference between factorize and solve. So as I told you, in factorization your answer should be in two brackets, and in solve you have to find the value of that variable that is involved in your question. Like if x variable is involved in your question, you have to find the value of that variable. So let's do an example. If the question is 3x square minus question is 3x square minus 7x minus 20, and for solve the question, what will be your question? 3x square minus 7x minus 20 is equal to 0. This is the difference between factorization and solve question. So in solve question there will be equation and is equal to 0 will be given to you, but in factorization just you will have an expression and you have to solve it. So 3x square minus 7x minus 20, 12, 5, 3 into 20 is 60. We have to find the factors of 60. So what we will do, 60's factors are 12 and 5. I have selected the factors. 12 into 5 is 60, and if I will subtract 12 and 5 I will get 7. So again, as I told you, 7x has negative sign, so I will flip the signs, minus 12 and plus 5, then we will get minus 7. So 3x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 20, and again take common from first two term. 3x is common, x minus 4 is left, plus sign, and then 5 is common, x minus 4 is left inside. X minus 4 in one bracket, 3x plus 5 will be in other bracket. So this will be the answer of this question. But what's about solve question? If same question is given to you and they're asking to solve that question, and is equal to 0 is also given to you in that question, like equation is given to you. So what you have to do here, you will factorize with the same method. 3x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 20 is equal to 0, and you will solve it with the same method, but you will write is equal to 0 in every step. 3x plus 5 in one bracket, x minus 4 in other bracket is equal to 0. So I will give you a concept here that 3x plus 5 both brackets are is equal to 0. If this type of question comes, then you can write it like separately. 3x plus 5 is equal to 0, x minus 4 is equal to 0. You can make two equations from it. Both brackets will be written separately with 0, and now you can find the values of x easily. 3x is equal to minus 5, x is equal to 4. So here x is equal to negative 5 over 3 and x is equal to 4. So this is the way how you have to solve the questions of factorization and solve. This is the difference between factorization and solve. So again, in factorization that will be your answer, but if the question is of solve, like they're asking to solve the question, then the equation will be given to you and you have to solve that equation, like you will find the answer of the variable that is involved in the question. So what if your brackets will not be equal to 0, like if the question is 3x plus 5 into x minus 4 is equal to, you can say, is equal to 2. This rule is for just you can say that if that your equation is equal to 0, then you can write these equations separately. Otherwise, if your question is like on right hand side there is any value except 0, so you cannot write them separately. Like if you will try to write it like 3x plus 5 is equal to 2, x minus 4 is equal to 2, so that will be wrong. So you cannot write it like that, because if your equation is equal to 0, then you can write them separately. So how we will solve that question if we cannot solve it like that? So I will explain you. 3x plus 5 into x minus 4 is equal to 2. You will simplify the brackets, you will multiply the brackets, like 3x will be multiplied with x, it will become 3x square. 3x square minus 12x plus 5x minus 20 is equal to 2. So 3x square minus 12x plus 5x is minus 7x, minus 20 is equal to 0, is equal to 2. So okay, you can bring 2 here in this step. 2 will come here, it will become negative 2 is equal to, it will be remain 0 there. So 3x square minus 7x minus 20 minus 2 is minus 22 is equal to 0. So now you will factorize it with the same method like with midterm breaking method, and you will get two brackets and that will be equal to 0. Now you can solve with the same method like both brackets will be equal to 0 separately, and you will find the values of x or the given variable. So this is the way how you will solve if two brackets are given to you on left hand side, and on right hand side any value is given to you except 0. So but if on right hand side 0 is given to you and left hand side there are two brackets, so you will write them separately like that and you will find two values of x or y. So I hope you like today's video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and please subscribe my channel as well. If you have any question, you can ask from me in comment section. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.